Because I'm not sure if you have heard, there are a lot of people who have left the company in order to proclaim something bigger, something different. Unfortunately, they've landed themselves in a very dark situation of life. Our prayers, our strength is always with them, but it's sad to see some of our leaders going out. It's even more sad when we see that they're not able to do the best, they're not able to cope up to the fullest after the decisions that they have made. Now, coming to the business, C1 has always been there for our network, for our leaders. And like always, this is not something that I just say out of a perspective of saying, but I have proofs here. C1 reward, loyalty points, what's going to happen with that? Then came the DPN. C1 rewards, loyalty points, I did not swap into DPN, I'm sorry, tell me what will happen. Then came the C1 token, which members did convert. So if you look at, we have addressed all the primary concerns of our members since the start. And we continue to do that. Any company would have got happy to get rid of those kind of decisions, but we still did it and we still keep doing it. Second thing, what's going to happen with the old BP? When am I going to get my old BPs? What's the payout? Then company formulated that, hey, do a production, earn every week. And I'm super happy to say that it's been 1 year, 3 months exactly today, where we started the payments every week. And every week, all the active producing members have been getting their payouts. And like I always say, in case you have not received it, which means either you do not have an activity point, which means either you don't have an AP or you don't have a production. So my first urge to all of you, my first request to all of you will be, please make sure you have an activity point. Activity point is the only way that your binary commission gets generated. I met a leader a couple of weeks ago actually. He said, Raj sir, there's no bonus points which are being generated to me. It's so sad and there's no binary points that I'm getting. I checked his account. I saw that this gentleman, this member of ours, did not have AP. And since he did not even try and have 5 activity points personally, this person lost close to 1,900 euro in binary points. Why? Because he did not have BPs. So you probably did not know, but there are a lot of people within your team who are working, who are active, and due to their activity, you are unable to produce, but you're still losing out on the binary points. So APs are therefore super important for you to generate the binary commission, and it's important for you to start getting active, reducing, so that you start earning every week. Now comes the major concern. Raj, what's going to happen with the old BPs? First, tell us about the old BPs. I can tell you a very simple thing. There are great plans for the old BPs, and I'll just give you a little sneak peek on the whiteboard here. There are a lot of plans which have already been made, compiled. It's under IT for the deployment and implementation. So there are great things which are happening with C1. There are great developments that we are doing forward. For example, let's talk about the Web3 universe. We launched the C-Link, our wallet, EVM-based wallet. I believe it's impeccable. It's amazing. All Ether package member holders are trying this out now. Then for another week, it'll be all the Fifth Element holders. And then a week later, it'll be for all NFT package holders for 1 month. And look at the best thing. We have not even missed the EMS status holders. After a month, around October, is when we will see the EMS element member status will also be getting a chance to use their wallet. Of course, higher benefits always prevail for members with the NFT package, Earth and above. These were all the latest updates on what has happened. Now I'm going to talk about what will happen. Old BP to C1 token conversion, old BP to NFT, old BP to what? This is the important thing which is being developed in-house. Which means you, even if you've been inactive, even if there are people who have, in your teams who have been inactive, they can still get the maximum benefit of their BPs that they had. What is going to happen? What are the things? I'll let you know closer to the time. I don't want to speak up anything right now and possibly shatter the entire surprise. But I can tell you one thing for sure, that if you start speaking to each and every team members of yours, 15 to 20 days is more than enough, because 20 days later we will be seeing something super exciting, and all those who have even 1 BP, 10 BP, whatever they have in their back offices, they can still use it. So this is the time that we need to make sure that we reach out to a lot of people. This is the time we need to make sure that we talk to everyone in the team. Now what's going to happen on the second phase of development? There will be a wallet. We have the wallet, the ceiling. There'll be an updation to the wallet. We have seen a lot of slides in that. And right after 30-40 minutes, we have our C1 LG call, where I would recommend you all to join as well and look at it personally, one-on-one basis. We have different compilations. What's going to happen right now? How many blockchain networks do we support in our wallet as of now? While it's just the beta phase, we are supporting 5 blockchain networks. What will happen a month later? We'll probably be having 15, 20, 30, we don't know, blockchain networks that can be supported. And of course, there'll be a full version of the wallet which will be launched during the token event in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, I'm sorry. Now, what's coming up next? At the token event, which is October 16th and 17th, we are launching our C1 token, the much awaited, the most sought after, the most looked upon. Because here we are talking about a community of 45 million members. If I consider even 20% of that being active, it still is a huge number. So during the token event, there will be, of course, the token launch, plus members who will be a part of the event, attending the event. They will be having some rewards which you can never imagine, because even in the last event in October, our founder Jonas Erik Werner came up with some interesting thing at the last moment, and he said, hey, I want to give out 1 million C1 tokens. Then this month, I don't know, 5 or 10 million C1 tokens to each and every participant. So a lot of people, what they do, they calculate the return on investment. They see, okay, if I spend €499, what am I going to get? I would say, if you've still not bought the tickets right now, don't buy it now. I have another great plans and proposals that you will be seeing in the month of September that will help you drive the tickets. And at the same time, you can personally speak to me. I don't give this opportunity to a lot of you, but you can personally speak to me that, hey Raj, I want to come here for the token launch event, be a part of the office, be a part of the tour, be a part of that mega event in Yas Island, Abu Dhabi. Probably the ticket prices are slightly high. What can you do? Talk to me. Only if you come and talk to me, if you talk to your upline, if you show that interest yourself, I can work out some ways around it. Going forward, December is when we are aiming or looking at having our exchange, but looking at there are a lot of compliance and legalities involved around it, and we want to do the things in the right and the best possible way. January is what we are expecting our exchange to be. This time is one of the best times where members can accumulate a lot of C1 tokens. If you ask Jeanette, she has a hell lot of C1 tokens, And I feel so happy about it. If you ask Aurelio, if you ask Rhonda, I see their back offices, and I'm so happy because through every other dissection, they're making the best of this. We have the referral club competition going on. How many referrals have you had so far? You have a chance to win 5 million C1 tokens. Why not get into the list of top 100 at least? These are things which is quite essential, dear leaders, for all of you. There are a lot of games coming out in the market that talks about, hey, just keep tapping and you keep getting C1 tokens. I find it so useless. Not the C1 tokens, sorry, different kind of tokens. I find it so useless because at the end of the day, it has no perceived value and people have just been wasting the time. Here, you have a perceived value. You've seen how things are. You know what things are going to happen. You've seen the wallet launch. You know the Web3 team is expanding and developing. So I believe this would be one of the best possible areas for you to revive and come back. Today, probably all of us are in a very calm and easy mode after the call. I don't think all of you, but quite a few of you will sit back and, okay, yeah, our upline invited, we are here on the call just to listen all this. And then no contact for the next 1 week that you would have with your uplines or anyone who's invited you on the call. It's not the best way. This is the time where you can revive. This is the time that you can make the most of it, because trust me, dear leaders, this time is exactly like the time when Bitcoin is halved. Whenever the Bitcoin halving happens, the value goes up and then there's a sudden decline, a big decline. This is the time right now, even for you as a C1 leader, because things are looking calm, easy, still, but you never know when this might suddenly come out like this. And therefore, I urge you to please go ahead and utilize this time to the maximum that you can. When you have such a fantastic group of leaders, I see Gloria here on the webcam, I can see Aurelio, I can see Rhonda, and of course, Jeanette has always been there. When you have such a power-packed team, when you yourself have done it, Philippines was in the top 5 markets, and I used to feel quite super boastful about it. And I'm talking about not too long ago, it was like 7, 8 months, 9 months ago. We still have a great opportunity. I don't want you to compete and be in the top 5. No, that's not what I want. My whole purpose and objective is that each one of you were part of C1. Get their best out of it. I speak to Jonas on a personal level as well. Sometimes whenever we get time, I speak to him on a personal level. You know, one thing that he tells me, Raj, you know what, I'm here, I'm in this business for a long time, and the only thing that I don't want to ever fall back is criticism from people. I'm like, Jonas, what do you mean? He's like, you know, I've took that great decision. I've taken that big decision in my life to come up with C1. I have changed a lot of people's life. A lot of people have got benefited. And of course, since it's a people's business, a lot of people may not have gotten what they wanted to. But you know what, Raj? I don't want to live in that guilt of, hey, it was C1, it was Jonas, nothing came, nothing happened. He is that person. We talk about God, we talk about prayers here in this meeting. Trust me, he's a man who's rough and tough, like a coconut from outside. But internally, in the past almost 3 years, I have seen what he is. A very humble, a very gracious person who not only thinks about the network, but also thinks about the next generation. 2-3 days ago, he was asking me how many people are coming for the event. I told him, Jonas, as of now, we have around 500 people. How many more do we want? I said, we need around 150 more people. That's it for the event. But the best question, what he asked, okay, how many Gen Z are coming?
The new one.
I was like, Gen crypto, we're talking about Web3, we're talking about metaverse, we're talking about token, blockchain, exchange, wallet. How many is Gen Z? Which means how many members who are less than 30, 35, under 35, under 40, how many are those coming up? I'm like, Yunus, I don't have the data for this, but I can certainly check. And then he told me, the reason why I asked this to you, Raj, is sure, today all our leaders are young, they're bold, they're building the business. But if any one of their legacies, their next generations are above 18 years of age, they should also be witnessing this beautiful opportunity, because they are the people who are talking about blockchain, they are the people talking about different kind of games, NFT platforms. And that drive will engage not only you as a leader, but also your Gen Ys. And then you see a different level of propulsion in the business, in your business. The top leader, top producing leader, I'm not saying a person in C1 who's 60 years young or 70 years young or 90 years young is always a young person for us, because he's young at heart. That person is still wanting to learn a lot, wanting to learn more. So for us, that person will always be. But the drive, the push will be important with the next generation. In this industry, it's been almost 13, 14 years for me that I've been into this industry. And I was into this industry when I had my first job, so to say. One thing that I've realized, if today I am 22, 23 years of age, I would want to work. I would want to do everything. I would want to do this. 10 years later, when I'm 33, I would still want to work, but I would still be in that guiding phase. I would guide people, I would coach them, I'd turn them into entrepreneurs. Then if I'm 43, I would still be with them, checking on them, develop leaders, talking to them. I would be 53, 63. Imagine when I'm 63, can I still work as I was working when I was 23? Probably no. And when I was 23, I was working with people who were 33, 43, 53, 63. That's where this entire generational role model takes a very important loop. And now, because we have some great products that not only attracts members from a networking background, it also attracts people who are into this crypto world. So this is what I want to basically let you know, that there are some great news, there are some great excitement that's coming up. We have some great promotions. 8, 18, 28, the power of 8 was a great promotion, 15% discount. And the best thing, I was calculating with one of the leader, and I was talking to this leader, and I said, hey sir, you know what, you have 15% discount on the 8th of August. Use it to the best. He's like, Raj, you know what, I'm not talking to my team that I have 15% off. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I'm talking to them that you're earning 15% more. It's like, yeah, that's true. That's a different way to look at it. You are earning 15% more. With the 15% off or 10% off or 5% off, you're getting the same amount of BPs at a lower price, which means your gain multiplies by 15% on your overall income. If we get down that calculator, we understand the reason why we are doing the business here, our things get easier. We don't only have to look at people who are around us. We are a global market. We are a digital company. I hear a lot of people telling me, I can't go there, Raj, or I can't do a meeting there because my team is here, my team is there. I'm like, we are in a digital world. You have become a president or a director not because you have traveled across the world, but because it was the power of digital during the COVID when we have done things up. Then why not now? So having said this is my humble request to my fantastic Filipino team, our leaders here. It would be an honor for me to see you all at the event. Please speak to Jeanette, please speak to Rhonda, please speak to Gloria, please speak to Aurelio for any kind of support, any kind of help, any kind of way you want me to get into. And this, again, like I say, I don't offer this to anyone. Jeanette knows it better. I offer this to her. Being a part of the event I'm not asking you to come and be a part of the audience and I'm not asking you to come and fill the room. I'm not even looking at it because we already have C1 incentive trip qualifiers. We have Ether package holders who have claimed their free VIP tickets. We have a lot of other people from the previous events who could come. So I have already 420, 30 people right now. I'm not here even asking that. I can easily fill the entire room with 600 people in the next 1 week. But I want you to be a part of the history in making. I want you to be there, show up your strength, show up to the company that, hey, don't forget us. We are from Philippines. And when you do this, it also gives me an opportunity to go ahead and showcase all of you, your achievements, present you to the management. We will have meetings. I'm not asking for 10, 20, 30 people, but I'm asking from this group of 45 members here. Even if 10 of you think that, hey, or 5 of you think that, hey, I want to represent my team, I want to come over to Dubai. Raj, please tell what you can do for the event tickets. And that's where we can work it out. So, dear leaders, this is what I want to tell you. Some great things happening. Please do not miss out on the excitement because it's a different level of quality now. We have entered into a different legacy. We have entered into a different roadmap altogether. I would just wish you all the best and hope that you take my words in the best possible spirit and in the right way, because this will be a game changer 1 year down the line when we all will be talking and I will still be seeing Jeanette, Glorita, Aurelio, Rhonda, Len, a lot of you. I would still be seeing you. I would definitely ask you, hey, do you remember the day? It was 28th of August at around 4:30 Dubai time when we were having this discussion. How are you now? How many C1 tokens do you have? What did you do? It will be a different ballgame. And I really wish you all the best. And I can only tell you one thing. It's been almost 3 years for me here in this company. The intention is very strong. You have a right intent. Ideas may not be sucking. Structure will not be perfect. Nothing is perfect in life. Nothing at all. But if your intent from here and your intent from here, if it's clear, your intentions are clear from your head and intentions are clear from your heart, then it's easily possible to achieve anything in life. And it's not a motivational coaching that I'm doing here, motivational session, but I see this reflection in our founder, Jonas Eric Mona, who has his intents very clear here. He may not be the best person when you're around. He may not say a hi to you when he looks at you, because he is a person in his own thought, and therefore he is the founder, therefore he is where he is. But whenever getting an opportunity, we interact and we see him. He's a person of clear heart and clear soul and clear mind, and his intent is absolutely clear. A lot of companies have gone goodbye, shut down. People have invested, so to say. Here, you're not even investing money. People have invested money in fake crypto kind of things. They've lost it. Some people show that they've gained it, but we are still here 5.5 years from now. We're still here. And it's all because of you. It's all because of your trust, your belief, like I always say. So please keep trusting and believing more. Let's take a step up. Try and be here at the event. Try and understand the promotion. I urge you, if you want, let's have this call at least twice every month. I know Jeanette and all of you do your calls. But from a company perspective, it's me on the call. Next time, probably next week, if we are doing a call, I would like to invite Chris, the Web3 director. I'd like to invite the token manager. I'd like to introduce them to you from the Philippines team. Today we have 45 people. Next time, if we have them, we will be more than 100 people. They can give you what exactly things are. You can ask questions. It doesn't have to be like one-way conversation. It can be both-ways conversation. This is what I have a lot of plans. I have a lot of strategies that I've discussed with Jeanette. But the ultimate decision lies to you. So I'll just leave all of you with that thought. I don't want to show something and you guys are getting bored with the PPT, same thing which you've seen. I didn't want to do that. So I just wanted to have a heart-to-heart conversation. And I can only tell you this. And back to you, Jeanette.
Thank you, Raj. One question. For just a clear thought and things, on this October, the launching of the token is in Abu Dhabi. It's our launching. Okay, so this is why I wanted to stress this, because we need to support this. If it's really going to be the launching of our token, we need to support this because this is what we are rooting for, and this is what we're waiting for. And so, okay, and then second is there is a roadmap, and you have seen it, but we just can't announce it yet because company is polishing it. But there is a place for the BPs and all of that conversion, and they can look forward to that. Regarding the method and how it will be done exactly is still subject to the announcement of the company, but there is a solid plan for that. I just want them to have that very clear. Yes?
Yep, I've shown this roadmap, which I was not supposed to show actually, as it's still under the process and review. I have shown this to Jeanette, as she's also our senior president. So we are generally in a very transparent model to our leaders. And therefore, this is something as an initiative that myself and Kenny have taken last year onwards. So yeah, only Jeanette has seen that, but you know it, you know that stuff. So.
Yes, amen. Because this is what we're waiting for, and like I told them, this is it. What we have prayed for has been answered at the background without us being updated every week. But something is happening, and it's happening, and everything is in place. So I think we can, after your ALG, within the week, I think the leaders can meet again, the core leaders. And then by next meeting, as you have said, maybe we can invite Chris or the one in charge of the token, Fresh. Is it Fresh? Paresh or something? His name is Fresh, right? Correct me? Yeah. So that we can pull some of our silent members and maybe come up with more than 50 people who will get to be updated regarding the technicalities of our C1 Link token and exchange. So thank you, Raj.
Yes. Sorry for interrupting. Any question that comes to your mind, any question. A question can never be wrong, or a question can never be stupid. Any question that comes to anyone's mind, what is the value of C1 token going to be? What is that? What is this? Please make sure to send all the questions to Jeanette so that I can have a list of say 10, 15 questions and we can start with that. Answering question also answers a lot of things. So, yeah.
I think we're already get set for October. We will meet the leaders. We will plan for that, how we can represent the Filipino community and how we can bounce back again. We do appreciate you, Raj, for not giving up. I think the same energy of us not giving up and you not giving up and Jonas not giving up, it's going to combust one of these days, and just we're waiting for that time. And so God bless you and the company and all the people that are working for our token, our launching. And leaders, wait for our meeting, because we will have a technical one as we are going to study how we are going to move about again in preparation for the token. Thank you, everyone. If you're going to want to have an update, just wait for your leaders to announce the next meeting with Raj, with Fresh and Chris for the technicalities. But as you have heard, this is it. The token will be launched in Abu Dhabi October, and we have a solid roadmap for the BPs. There is something that they are going to do. It will be announced once it is polished. But one word, prayers are being answered, efforts are being rewarded, and by staying with us, the company and our team, you have not made the wrong decision. So I'll see you in chat. Have a blessed day, Raj, and we still have ALG. We will listen in, and God bless everyone.